others say the process is slow.
They collected my papers since almost 2 hours now. I've not collected, I've never seen my cards.
We all are here since morning. So how do we get our PVC? We will struggle to register. We will struggle to collect our PVC.
The situation was not different at the FCT INEC headquarters as the crowd of prospective voters besieged the Commission's office, obstructing free flow of traffic.
More than 3 hours we've been here standing. Since morning we've been here. Before they attended to us, they took so long. Even now, the way they are taking the names and calling us is really bad.
We are the problems of ourselves. How can you register in Maiduguri and you want to collect a card here?
Resident Electoral Commissioner INEC FCT Yahaya Bello appeals for orderliness. The distribution of permanent voter cards continues till the 22nd of January. Ifoma Ojinta, NTA News.
In the aftermath of the Department of State Services 48-hour ultimatum to marketers to end the ongoing petrol shortage across the country, queues at filling stations in Abuja are now shorter, renewing hopes for better days. Asabe Williams gives an update.
Observation around the city shows that most stations were open for business. At Corn Oil in the city centre, queues are noticeably shorter, selling at 180 per litre.
It's a drastic reduction because I was anticipating that the usual queue, the long queue I normally see, but when I got to this side, I realized that it was short.
Much better, much better. Usually we meet the queue far away, but this morning I met it just a little after this Bureau of Statistics here.
Came here by 8, but by the God grace, I'm going to buy my phone.
Because last week we didn't experience all this. I don't know what happened this morning.
Queues which were futures of fuel scarcity prior to the DSS 48-hour ultimatum to the marketers to ensure adequate supply have vanished, with motorists getting petrol in an orderly manner. In Abuja, Asabe Williams, NTA News.
The Ila College of Health Technology, Kuje, has churned out its first set of graduates with an advice from the college director, Yahaya Musa Mohammed, for them to be good ambassadors of the institution. Deborah Gazaji reports that the college also matriculated new sets of students.
The successful completion of this journey is thereafter celebrated with a convocation ceremony.
Parents and well-wishers turned out in their numbers to cheer the graduating class of Ila College of Health Technology. Graduates feel honored as the convocation ceremony conferred on them diploma certificates. Proud of their accomplishments, these people have this say.
Today, because I'm one of the graduates, so I'm very happy.
3 years journey is not an easy way. Ups and downs, but we thank God for today.
The extension worker, I'm a true. Yeah, so I'm proud to be a true.
The vision to make Ila College of Health Technology Kuje an academic of excellence, the school director and former chairman of Abaji Area Council Yahaya Musa Mohammed says is central. Highlighting the college program, Mohammed stressed that the college is looking at ways to correct poor health management by raising resilient generations to change the narrative.
Even witnesses to the challenge of primary health care in our respective communities. And the government alone cannot provide what is needed. So the private sector needs to come in to augment the effort of the government.
I want to, at this juncture, cry to the government to engage the product of the Ila College of Health Technology because they are middle-level healthcare providers.
Parents, on the other hand, are encouraged to support their children in the institution by supplying their basic needs. Deborah Gazaji, NTA News.
Violence is deliberate offensive action carried out with the intention to humiliate and make a person or group inferior. This, the African women lawyers say, must stop. This came to the fore at the 2022 work to sensitize the public on gender-based violence, rape, genital mutilation, amongst all forms of violence. Howard Gimba has the details.
The walk rounds selected streets in the FCT to sensitize residents to the effects of human rights abuse had as its theme, eliminate all forms of domestic violence.
The African Women Lawyers Abuja branch says they are poised to go extra miles for women and children to give them a voice by rendering free legal representation for indigent women and girls. Keeping silence cannot help the society as well as those involved in the acts.
For every survivor or everyone who is still suffering in gender-based violence environments, we advise them to speak up, because it starts with speaking up. A lot of women are dying in silence. We see the story of Osinachi, and everybody, when she died, was when the story started making rounds. The husband was, battering her and here and there. But if women who are suffering the same issue can speak up now and say, this is what I'm going through, Aula is here for them.
No hope is lost, and anyone can pick up his or her pieces at any point in life. Secondly, there is always a warm home welcoming them.
The work is to end the 16 days of activism, which kick-started on the 25th of November to mark the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Hawagimba, NTA News.
Meanwhile, in solidarity with the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives FCT Council took to the streets of Abuja to spread the message. Hakima Taliu brings us details.
With the central theme, Unite Activism to End Violence Against Women and Girls, nurses under the umbrella of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives in the FCT, led by their chairperson, Deborah Yusufu, took off from the Asokoro District Hospital to the streets.
We are here to say enough is enough. We want to call on the government to have a referral center. Referral centers for what? For people that are what? That have been victims. From there, we can refer them because most of them end up in the hospital.
The core of nursing is women, and we are here to show our solidarity and support for them and show them that we are here to stand with them all the way. We are here against gender-based violence. We are here for inclusiveness.
The 16 Days campaign is an international campaign to challenge violence against women and girls. This runs every year from 25th November to December 10. The nursing profession, highly dominated by women, has recorded several forms of violence and harassment, sometimes by their professional counterparts or patients' relatives. Hence, members note that the need to join the campaign cannot be overemphasized. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliu, NTA News.
Mary Slessor fought against the killing of twins at infancy. Decades after her passing, her spirit, however, came alive in Durumi community during a sensitization walk against the killing of multiple birds by a group, Advocate Will for Legal Rights Forum. The report.
The African Women Lawyers Abuja branch says they are poised to go extra miles for women.
Apologize for that mix-up. We'll bring you the theme of that report subsequently. Moving on, a book on how to make hospital work has been launched in Abuja. The book featured series of questions and answers with respect to hospitals and provision of primary health care. Safia Uche reports on the 8-chapter book.
The author of the book, Dr. Lazarus Eze, says his years of experience as medical doctor influenced his write-up. According to him, determination, diligence, and synergy will improve healthcare system in Nigeria.
The states and local governments need to take more charge, invest more in health, and also the communities working with them, everybody playing their part to make our hospital work. So we need much more investment, and it's not just about buildings and equipment alone, but also motivating the health workforce.
Book reviewer and other guests lauded the efforts of the writer, saying that a critical study of the book will reduce medical tourism.
The book discusses the stepwise approach to how we can get our hospitals work again.
There is nowhere on earth that government alone does anything health. Health belongs to the Almighty God, not to government and not to private. Any mixture that makes our people healthier and live longer must be tolerated. That's the point.
The book concludes by saying it is achievable, visualizing Nigeria where healthcare facilities are optimally functional, accessible, and affordable to all. Sophia Uchi, NTA News.
Data from the World Health Organization reveals that at least half of the global population does not receive the health services they need, with about 100 million people pushed into extreme poverty annually due to out-of-pocket spending on health. In this special report, Toibat Anifowoshe examines the concept of universal health coverage, particularly in the nation's capital.
Heavily pregnant patients, Chukwebuka, is here to await delivery at a primary health care center.
There are so many people who could not afford to go to the hospital when they are pregnant. So if they can have a free health facility, at least it will help some of the pregnant women who cannot afford hospital.
This concern explains why the global health body is promoting universal health coverage, which involves a system providing health services for all without financial difficulties. Nigeria, like many other member states of the United Nations, has agreed to work towards worldwide universal health coverage by 2030.
Every month, the federal government sends money directly to the primary healthcare facilities, selected primary healthcare facilities across the country, in order to strengthen the system to meet basic needs. Okay? Now, don't forget, you cannot achieve universal healthcare coverage without pooling resources.
One central message from many of the industry players in the health sector is the fact that if the government is to really achieve universal health coverage, then it needs to strengthen the primary healthcare system, of course, by providing adequate funding. In Abuja, Toiba Anifowoshe, NTA News.
Now, let's take you back to our earlier report where Mary Slessor was celebrated decades at a sensitization walk against the killing of multiple births.
Research shows that witchcraft and superstition were prevalent in Nigeria when Mary Slessor arrived Calabar, South Nigeria, because the traditional society had been torn apart by the slave trade. Human sacrifice routinely followed the death of a village dignitary, and the ritual murder of twins was viewed by the new missionary with particular abhorrence. It is in furtherance of this that this group took a walk to celebrate their heroine, Mary Slessor.
We are celebrating Mary Slessor. She actually stopped the killing of the multiple births, and that is why my triplets today, they are alive. If we had waited or we were not off enslaved from that killing, my kids that are triplets today, I won't have gotten them. I've read history about Mary Slessor. If not for her, my daughters wouldn't have been alive.
Celebrating Mary Slessor's day. She stopped the killing of multiple births.
The group reiterates that its primary mission is not just against the killing of multiple births, but also into settling disputes, encouraging trade, establishing social change, and enhancing educational advancement. In Abuja, Frama Panyi, NTA News.
And now sports. Uganda withdraws from CHAN 2023 tournament as Abuja International Marathon moved to next year. Details with Francisca Biller.
CAF has drawn MPFL champions Rivers United in Group B of the CAF Confederation Cup play against DC Motema Pembe of Congo Democratic Republic, ASEC Mimosa of Côte d'Ivoire, and Daibes Nior of Congo Brazzaville. Rivers United reached the group stage of the competition after they defeated El Nassr of Libya in the playout rounds as the CAF Confederations Cup group stage begins on 12th February to 2nd April 2023. Still on football, barely a month into the 2023 Championship of African Nations CHAN, Cranes of Uganda has pulled out of the competition slated for December 21 2022. The president of the Federation of Uganda Football Association, Moses Magogo, who confirmed the withdrawal, cited financial issues as the reason. In another development, the much advertised Abuja International Marathon has been postponed to April 2023. With Sports Brief, Francis Kabile, NCA News.
And that concludes the English segment of the news tonight. But don't go away, translations coming up next. Thanks for watching and have a good night.
Bizo kwa wai ngwana iwo abada ishanda yezuma woniye wagobagnai shi sepa azatnya nlaya baiga apa pe azatnya nano azatni ba yiche lelo taji untna ba nche tushitna ba chi anyi nano enyeyi ifoma ojinta wela bi sheba nano agomnata bibi yiche lelo nano akinsinga ye nkwen wela lo municipal atnatin ba azatnya mba gilo nkari we gege azabe gni inge enyi la me sankan muchwa mai baigo apaye mbai we gege we chapter cha we la be abatnatin ba atnamanya mba gilo nanu njimiye we ga abagmeno be wa laba njesun shi sepa zaguinya no igaba pelo no apabu igbege DSS babaga batu aimpe ngun atanya ga aza mbani jile baize abwa baikun ome mato sansanyan nge bate yelo baje ayeji ome san nkwen ko njige ayemu aye nge aye ome nkwen asebe William wela bi sheba wela lo jimi abanu akun amele nko nanu ekinzina wenga ge ayomo nge yaye ome ko naye nlabni ko be che saya azan go gwa ko fafa no agbaba wenga ge nanu amukun be bakobo dagba nko na wuge yi nawe tulo nge nanu abede ba bele ababa jan ba chowo no amukun sapa gbajiza wo bedai wachige yenun atofa zalubon zaihawonu watafa buchibon awezagmaje ozanya kojin abunu no zajin owozado weipe nabage wajiwo wakolo kojin opunu no ajin zaiho woni hawa jimba wagange gbedogun ayinko zanya mbanu yepe lolo no owasapa bani da de nsai mbe kunpe no zokoluko baiga aza ayeka ya antukotu no azaba mbani labalo bajin aba anukoye mbayin hinje ayanwu no ayinkozai yewa no yinkozai ko ebi no akala mbaga ge ba labalo no azapu ilawu ntukotu no azepya mbe na zepya bo ntigana ya awunya no koyi no jezebenu abo bai hono gwasini saisu.
Jama'a assalamu alaikum masu kallo da sauraron ga fassarar wasu daga cikin labaran yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. A yayin da hukumar zaɓe mai zaman kanta ta ƙasa INEC ta fara raba katin zaɓe na dindindin a ƙananan hukumomin ƙasar nan 744 domin kowa ya samu damar kaɗa ƙuri'a a zaɓen baɗi 2023. Wakilar mai Ifoma Ojinta ta kai ziyara wasu ofisoshin hukumar na ƙananan hukumomin Abuja inda mutane suke cincirin da karɓar nasu, ta kuma shaida mana cewa a bakin kofar ofishin hukumar na ƙaramar hukumar Amar da ke Karo an buɗe shi domin mutane su zo su karɓa, inda tuni mutane sun taru tun kafin karfe 9 na safe domin su karɓi nasu, a yayin da ma'aikatan hukumar suka tsaya suna rabawa al'umma, inda John Okafo da Salihu Abdul suka nuna nasu da suka karba da farin ciki. Bayan da hukumar tsaro ta fararen kaya DSS ta baiwa kamfanin mai na ƙasa NNPC da na dillalai Ipman sa'o'i 44 su kawo ƙarshen wahalar mai a faɗin ƙasar nan ko kuma su sa kafar wando ɗaya. Wakilar Asabe Tanimu Williams ta labarta mana cewa yanzu haka a gidajen man birnin Abuja layukan masu sayan man ya ragu sosai, wanda ake kyautata zato za ta zama tarihi nan ba da daɗewa ba, wato wahalar man. An bayyana cin zarafin bil'adama a matsayin abin da ake yinsa da gangan domin ƙasƙantar da wani ko wasu, lamarin da ƙungiyar mata lauyoyi ta ƙasa ta ce ya zama dole a daina shi. Wakiliyarmu Hauwa Gimba ta roto mana cewa an bayyana haka ne a yayin tattakin wayar da kan al'umma akan cin zarafin jinsi, fyaɗe da sauran nau'ikan keta haddin bil'adama domin kare haƙƙin mata da ƙananan yara. Ƙarshen labaranmu na yau kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
Ndị nọnyere anyị n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Ono gere akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. Dịka ụlọọrụ na-ahụ maka ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị malitere ihe kaadị ikike eji atụ ntụliaka n'ụlọọrụ ha dịgasị n'okpuru ọchịchị dị 774 n'ala anyị niile gbaa gburugburu. Ifeọma Jinta mgbe o wetara akụkọ site n'okpuru ọchịchị dị iche iche n'isi ala anyị mere ka anyị mata na ụlọọrụ ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị dị n'okpuru ọchịchị AMAC jupụtara na mmadụ tupu ọ kụọ elekere 9 nke ụtụtụ. John Okafọ na Salihu Abdul mụmụkwara ọnụ ọchị ozugbo ha natachara kaadị ikike nke ha, ebe ọtụtụ ndị mere mkpesa na ha na-egbu oge. Ụlọọrụ na-ahụ maka nchekwa DSS n'aha ịchafụ bekee enyela ndị niile na-ere ahịa mmanụ eji akwọ ụgbọala awa 48 iji kwụsị ime ka ya bụ mmanụ dị ụkọ n'ala anyị niile. Asabe Williams wetara akụkọ na ikwu n'ogologo ahịrị iji zụta mmanụ eji akwọ ụgbọala n'isi ala anyị ebelatala ma bụrụ nke mere ka ndị obibi isi ala anyị nwee olileanya na echi ga-aka mma. Ọ gakwara n'ihu kwuo na ọtụtụ ebe a na-ere ya bụ mmanụ dịka konoil gbapere agbape ma bụrụ ndị na-ere 180. Dịka ime ihe ike bụ ihe ehiri aka n'anya wee na-eme n'ihi nleda anya maọbụ ime ka mmadụ maọbụ otu dịka ndị enweghị uru ha bara. N'ihi nke otu jikọrọ ndị ọkaikpe mba Afrịka niile ngalaba isi ala anyị ekwuola na ya bụ ime ihe ike ga-akwụsịrịrị. Onye ọrụ anyị Hauwa Gimba wetara akụkọ na nke a pụtara ihe mgbe ndị otu a mere ngagharị banyere ịkwasa ụmụ nwaanyị iko n'ike, ibe ugwu nakwa ihe ike ndị ọzọ na-emekpe ụmụ nwaanyị ahụ. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ebe a ka anyị pịachara nke taa. Ndewo.
Ẹ̀sìnkú dédé wòye ìròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí gbọ̀nyìn látẹnu Bọ́lájí Mátì. Bí àjọ tó ń rí sí ètò ìdìbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti máa pín ìwé ìdìbò pélébé alálòpẹ́ ní iléeṣẹ́ rẹ̀ níjọba àbílẹ̀ gbogbo lórílẹ̀‐èdè, alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Ifeoma Ojinta ròyìn tó yọjú sí iléeṣẹ́ àjọ náà ní àwọn ìjọba àbílẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan ní ìlú Àbújá ròyìn wípé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ àjọ náà ti jókòó àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ kí aago 9 òwúrọ̀ tó lù. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni àwọn ènìyàn ti ya sí iléeṣẹ́ náà ní Karu. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni John Okafọ àti Salihu Abdul pẹ̀lú ìdùnnú ni wọ́n fi ìwé ìdìbò tí wọ́n rí gbà hàn. Àwọn mìíràn sọ wípé ètò náà kò yá rárá. Ní olú iléeṣẹ́ àjọ náà, èrò pọ̀ lápọ̀jù tí ó sì fa súnkẹrẹ fàkẹrẹ. Ọ̀gá àgbà fún ìlú Àbújá Yahaya Bello ra ọwọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ wípé kí àwọn ènìyàn kóra wọn ní ìjánu. Ọjọ́ 22 oṣù tó ń bọ̀ ni ètò náà yóò dé òpin. Lẹ́yìn wákàtí 48 tí ẹ̀ka ètò ààbò DSS fún àwọn oníṣòwò epo ọkọ̀ wípé kí wọ́n fi òpin sí ọ̀wọ́n gógó epo ọ̀hún lórígun mẹ́rin orílẹ̀-èdè. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Àṣàbí William ròyìn wípé wọ́n dáhùn sí ìpè ọ̀hún torí pé kò sí ọ̀pọ̀ ọkọ̀ lórí ìlà ní àwọn ilé epo kọ̀ọ̀kan l'Àbújá. Ìrètí ọ̀tun ti wà, àwọn awakọ̀ wọ́n sì ń wọlé wọ́n jáde láìsí ìyọnu. Rògbòdìyàn jẹ́ ìgbésẹ̀ tí ènìyàn ń dìídì gbé láti dẹ́rùbà ẹnikẹ́ni tàbí ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn láti jẹ́ kí wọ́n ríra wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí kò bá gbà mu tàbí tí kò wúlò láwùjọ. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Àwágímbà ròyìn wípé èyí jẹ́ kókó ọ̀rọ̀ tí ẹgbẹ́ àwọn agbẹjọ́rò lóbìnrin ti ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ ẹ̀ka ti ìlú Àbújá gbé kalẹ̀. Wọ́n gbé ọ̀rọ̀ náà kalẹ̀ lásìkò ètò ìrìn àjò lójú pópó fún ayẹyẹ ìrìn ọdún yìí láti la àwọn ènìyàn lọ́yẹ̀ lórí àwọn ìwà pálapàla bíi káfi ipá báni lò pọ̀, dídá rúgúrù sílẹ̀ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Wọ́n tẹ̀síwájú sí i wípé wọn yóò ṣe ohun gbogbo dájú láti rí i wípé àwọn ìwà pálapàla ọ̀hún kò sí mọ́ ní ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀. Òkè dùn kó pọ̀ ṣé ó ní ọbẹ̀ oge títí ìwòye ọ̀la. Ojúmọ́ Ire ni yóò mú wa.